So Democrats insist this isn't the end of the road for Biden's Build Back Better agenda in the Senate or wherever, but I'm just saying they're wrong. The thing's killed, gone. Let's start digging the grave. But joining us now is Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville. Senator, wonderful to see you again. Season's greetings, Merry Christmas. So is BBB killed? I think it's killed. It's dead. I'm going to bury it, but maybe I'm wrong. What is your Senate perspective, sir?
Well, the explosion yesterday, Larry, was all those heads running together, all the Democrats. They just couldn't believe it. And it's amazing to me. Most of us on the right have known for months Joe Manchin's not going to vote for this. They kept changing it, and he kept telling them, I'm not voting for that. They'd take it out, and then they'd put it back in. It's absolutely amazing. They don't listen to anybody. They don't even listen to their own people. I call it the Payback Better bill because they want to pay back everybody in this country that voted for them in terms of the woke mayors and the governors. It's just absolutely amazing how we've gotten to this point. But we have got to come to some sense in this country. I would love, being a first-year senator, I would love for them to take this bill and cut it out, 16, 17 ways, how many provisions they have in it, and let's vote on it individually.
Yes.
And get them on record about 100,000 more IRS agents or $550 billion in climate change provisions. Where's that money going to? They've ruined our energy sector in our country, and wind and solar pay. It's about 5% of what we do energy-wise, and they want to continue to spend money on it. I can't believe there's not more of these Democratic senators, Larry, that are stepping up and saying, "Listen, I'm against this too." But they don't have the guts Joe Manchin does. Joe Manchin's a hard-nosed guy from West Virginia. He understands his people. He's not voting for Joe Manchin. He's voting for the people of West Virginia.
Your point about back out these individual ideas, these individual policies, and vote on them, I think really is a great idea. And I guess my next question is, will you all do that? Will Senator McConnell adopt that strategy? Put everybody on the record. Raising taxes here, $550 billion on renewable subsidies there. You name it, it's in there. Illegal immigration. You think Mitch would go for that?
I wished he would. And one thing I'd like to bring up here, Larry, is now we got in this pandemic and it was awful. We didn't know what was going on. You were in the White House with President Trump, and y'all closed the country down for a couple of weeks, and we passed this $1 trillion bill. What in the world are we doing passing $1 trillion at a time on anything anymore? We are dead broke in this country. We should go back to $50 to $75 billion at least, no more than that, a limit on any bill, and discuss it, go through regular order. But none of this has gone through regular order. It's a disaster, and I kind of wish that we'd keep talking about this, for the next few months, because they are losing voters right and left, and rightly so, because this is not for all Americans. This is just for a few Americans. All this money is for a few Americans. There's no work incentive. Joe Manchin's told me that many times on the floor. And they've also lied to us, Larry. They've lied to us every day. This bill's not paid for. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Joe Manchin has said, I am not passing a bill that goes and pays, goes on for eternity. I'm not going to do it. And they keep telling everybody, well, it's only a 1 or 2 year plan. We all know that's bull crap. And, we've got to get back to some common sense. And thank goodness for Joe Manchin stepping up for the American people. There was nobody else on the Democratic side that would do that. And Manchin and Sinema stepped up, and she's the reason we don't have a bunch of taxes in this. She said, I am not for taxing the American people. So thanks to her, too. So those two have saved this country.
Well, I agree with that, sir. By the way, Manchin himself has called for a regular order. So anything new that comes up should go through the normal process, heaven forbid. That will take many, many months. And if there's more shenanigans in that, the public will reject it just like they rejected this. The public didn't want this bill. They didn't want it.
No.
Manchin
and Chuck Schumer knows he's on it. Yeah, he's only got so much time, Larry. He knows he's got to get it done before next year because they're going to get their tail handed to them in the election next year. And they've only got a short period of time. They didn't want to go into next year with all this hanging around everybody's neck. But some people are going to pay the price for this, and rightly so.
Senator Tuberville, we appreciate it, sir. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Appreciate
Merry
it very,
Christmas.
very much.